Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Radbod, co-founder and CEO of the PBC Conference, the B2B conference for payments, banking, and compliance in the cannabis industry. I'd like to welcome Ryan Mirpanah, CEO of Vector Payments, one of our PBC Conference sponsors. Ryan, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about you and what your business does.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate the opportunity and definitely love what you've been doing over the last few years and definitely looking forward to the future here with everything going on in this exciting industry. Really what I do is I run a full service merchant service company, which layman's terms is credit card processing. The cannabis industry is more debit card processing and ACH processing. But I've been doing this for about 12 years and more specifically the last 4 years in the cannabis and hemp industry as a whole, really to help educate what's out there, what's available, why certain things can or cannot be done, and just make sure that operators have the most knowledge, but also are protected to make sure that they aren't jeopardizing the future sales of their business by going down the wrong path from a payment standpoint and keeping it as simple and compliant, which I'm sure you can appreciate, as humanly possible.
That makes a whole lot of sense. And obviously, digital payments and the cannabis cash problem are real problems, right? So one question about your customers. You mentioned cannabis operators. Are you open to working with the industry as a whole?
Absolutely, absolutely. So there's a couple ways, CBD, hemp, and even ancillary cannabis providers, they do have credit card acceptance capability because there's really nothing illegal per se about that, and the card brands are okay with it. There's still limitations to that. But from a cannabis standpoint, really what we do is there's ACH, which is check acceptance for online transactions that's available. And we do have compliance services there that is sponsored by actually cannabis-friendly banks that offer checking account services, which is always key because that's a very important need that's in this industry as well. And then debit card processing is what works for in-store for anything that's actually card-related. And that is what we do provide for a lot of dispensaries and different software partners across the country right now.
That's excellent. Thank you so much, Ryan. So what are you most excited for about PBC 2021?
I'm excited to see, to educate myself a little bit more. As I've told you a few times, and I'll say it again now, I feel like your conference was one of the most educational conferences I've been to, that I actually learned a lot from a lot of the different speakers that are well respected in this industry for sure, and a lot of the forward-thinking individuals in the industry. But also I'm curious to see what they think is coming here in the near future, which we all know, which is the inevitable, which is some sort of federal legalization or a lot less restraints, to the industry here. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, is to see what people think is coming here in the near future, and also finally see some people face-to-face for the first time in many years.
Certainly, Ryan. And thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. Ryan, this is one question that everybody likes. What is one fact about you that would surprise everyone?
I think most people would be pretty surprised that I'm originally from Vermont. I don't look like a stereotypical Vermonter. No disrespect to any Vermonters. I love it up there, but I am originally from Vermont, and that is a pretty interesting fact that most people don't actually think is true.
Very cool. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for being here and for sponsoring our PBC conference. Folks, if you would like to meet Ryan and his team, please join us at the PBC conference at the Washington Capitol Hilton on September 9th and 10th. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Joshua.